students. How are you all? Hope everyone is safe and healthy. So I'll be starting with the HTML in this second chapter, HTML. So before the class we saw about the networking, network security, and some types of malware like virus, and how to save, that is antivirus software. Hope you have understood the concepts. If the concepts are not clear, so you can just message me in the WhatsApp. So shall we continue now? HTML. So hope everyone has heard the name HTML and internet. So let us see what we are going to learn in this part A. So I have divided into two parts, part A and part B. So let us see what is there in part A. In part A we are going to learn about HTML and advantages. So why we need to learn HTML, then HTML tags, what is HTML tags, then what are HTML elements and attributes, starting with HTML and structure, and headline tags, center tags, font style tag, line break tag, subscript, superscript, and strike tags. In part A we are going to learn all this. In part B we are going to learn about pre-formatted tags, horizontal tags, font tag, paragraph tag, mark tags, image tag, and exercises. So shall we continue with part A, that is related to HTML, its advantages and the structure of HTML, and the uses why we are going to learn HTML. So first, internet is widely used for information and communication, is it? So what is internet? Internet is nothing but the international network where it's a interconnected of computer networks where many systems are connected mainly to share the resources as well as the information. So information are delivered through the websites. Hope you know what is website. So it contains for example www.google.com. so it contains World Wide Web, that is www, and domain name, that is Google, which contains text, audio, video, etc. Website is interconnected of web pages. You know what is web pages? It's a single page where you get a lot of information. These web pages are written in a special programming language. Yes. So when you open the web page, you get a lot of information. So have you ever thought how this information we are getting? Yeah, we are writing this information through a programming language. It is called as markup language. So all these web pages are written in the markup language. So markup language is a set of annotations or explanations or comments to the text that describes how it should be structured, laid out, and formatted. How it should be structured, how should be the structure of the markup language, and how it should be laid out and formatted, means how nicely we can write the language so that it will be helpful to create the websites as well as web pages or to get the information, and for the user it will be easily understandable. It is used to tell the web browsers how to display the web pages. So we are going to tell web browsers, you know web browsers, right, where we are going to browse the internet. They tell them how to display the web pages. Well-known markup language is HTML, hypertext markup language. So the well-known markup language is HTML, where we are going to write the web pages. Now, HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. HTML was introduced by the British computer scientist named Tim Berners-Lee. HTML is a simple scripting language. So what do you mean by a scripting language? Set of commands written on the plain text. So it is a plain text. We are going to write the commands on the plain text to create a web page. So it's a scripting language, set of commands written on the plain text to create web page. The advanced version of HTML is HTML5. So HTML is a text and image formatting language to format web pages dynamically. So HTML is a text and image formatting language to format web pages dynamically, where text is also there, where image is also there, which is the major thing to create a website or a web page. It allows images and objects to be embedded and can be used as an interactive form, which is the major thing here. So the users are going to use the web pages or any information, and it should be an interactive one. If you ask any question, it has to give the answer. Just simply asking the question and no answer, it's no use of using the internet or browsing the internet. So it allows images and objects to be embedded. Embedded is everything will be there inside the web page. So HTML document is a text file that contains information we want to publish. So HTML document is a text file that contains information we want to publish. So we can design web pages using HTML tags. So how the web pages are created? Using HTML tags. So now let us see the advantages of HTML. So what are the advantages? Why we are using this HTML? It is easy to understand and supported on almost all browsers, very highly flexible and widely used, effective presentations can be made, HTML documents can be displayed on any platform such as Windows, Linux, Unix, all these are operating systems. So it is very easy to understand and supported on almost all browsers, very highly flexible and widely used. It is very flexible and widely used. Effective presentations can be made. HTML documents can be displayed on any platform, which is the major thing, that is Windows, Linux and Unix. So what are HTML tags? A tag in a HTML is a command. What is a tag? Basically, it is a command that indicates the layout or display of a whole part of web page. It can be a whole web page or a part of web page. A tag is nothing but the command that indicates the layout. Layout is nothing but the planning how the web page should be. It can't be like a shabby work, so it should be a nice layout. That should be a nice layout so that the user can read the information, and he has to browse the information regularly so that he'll get a nice web page that indicates layout or display the whole part of the web page. So HTML tags. Tag always begin with this is lesser than and ends with the greater than sign. You can see here I have written here it begins with lesser than and the ends with the greater than. So in between here is HTML, and then it is used with the closing of HTML. So each tag follows some specific rules and syntax. So wherever you go, each programming language has its own specific rules and syntax. So you need to follow the syntax. So without syntax you can't write the programming language. So tags comes in pair. So this is called as pair. First tag is called as start tag. This is the start tag, and the second pair is called as the end tag. So end tag, there is a forward slash. So you need to give the forward slash. If you forget to give the forward slash, then the computer does not understand you are writing a HTML code, and it will ask for the end of the code. Now let us see what is HTML elements. The content typed along with the start tag and the end tag are called as HTML elements. For example, your body tag. So here we are going to write whatever we want. So we are going to write body here, welcome to HTML coding, and we are just closing it. So whatever there inside, so we are doing something here. They are called as HTML elements. Now let us come to HTML tags. There are two tags, that is open tag and the close tag. HTML, close of HTML, head tag, body tag, title tag and h1. So let us see later what is HTML, then head tag, what is body tag and what is title tag and h1. The tag in an HTML command that indicates the layout or display the whole part of a web page. Next, starting with the HTML, open a new notepad window, type the contents as shown in the figure. So this is your notepad. So if you have a system, please try it out. So open the notepad, then you are going to type whatever you want. You are going to type the program like this: HTML body hello world, close of body and HTML. So save the file as my first HTML or my first HTML. So you have to save the file like this only. So you have to save the file with .html or .html. To run this web page in the internet, web page in the internet, click the Internet Explorer, go to Internet Explorer and open the file with the my first document. The tags comes in pair. The first tag is the start tag and the second tag is the end tag. So you can write a small program. So if you are interested, you can just write a small program like this and see what it will come on the Internet Explorer. See, the result will be like this. If you open the Internet Explorer, my first heading, or it will get hello world here. Instead of my first heading, you will get hello world here. Whatever you give inside the body will be displayed here. Next, container and empty elements. So what is container and empty elements? Container element, they have the starting as well as closing tags. Empty elements, they have only the starting tag. So the container elements contain the starting tag as well as the closing tags, whereas empty element will have only the starting tag. That is HTML, close of HTML, title, close of title. So B is bold, close of bold. Then BR is bracket, HR, image. So all these are starting tags. So when the computer finds all these codes, it will see it's a HTML code and it tries to execute the program. Now let us see the structure of a HTML document. So how you have to write the HTML document? First is you have to start with the HTML. HTML tag indicates the web page is written in the HTML language. So before starting, you need to tell the computer, I am going to write the program in HTML. So you are going to start with HTML tag. Then comes the head. Then comes the title. Then you are going to close the title. Before closing the heading, you are going to close the title. Then title tag contains web page title. Yes, obviously there should be some title, right? Without title, we will not understand what it is. Then heading should be closed. Head tag contains information about the web. Head tag contains information about the web. Then comes your body tag. Body tag contains the content of the web page. So whatever you want to write should be enclosed within the body tags. Then you have to close the HTML tag. So you have to write the program in this format only. You can't change the structure. The structure has to be similar like this. First you are going to tell the computer, I am writing a HTML code. Then heading has to be there. So heading should not be closed. Then we take the title. Title of the web page has to be given and it has to be closed. Then heading has to be closed. Then you have to start with the body, that is the content of the page, and then we have to close the HTML. So see here, one more HTML document structure is there. HTML, head, title, close of title, head, body, and then HTML. HTML tags, yeah, there are two types of tags, that is head tag and the body tag. So what body head tag contains the title, whereas body tag contains the content of the page. Contains information about the document in the head tag, and body tag displays the text, images and hyperlink, whatever you want, audio, video, everything will be in the body tag. To create a web page, we need 4 basic tags. Yes. So the 4 basic tags are HTML. Tell the browser the following document is a HTML file. Head tag. This contains title of the document along with the general information. Title displays the title of the web page. Then body usually comes after head tag, contains everything that has to be shown on the web browser. So this is body element. You can just see the body element here. P paragraph element comes under the body element, title comes under the head element. So body element contains all the contents of the HTML document such as text, hyperlink, images, tables, list, paragraph, whatever you will find on the web page, everything comes under the body element. So you should enclose all these contents inside the body tag, not in the head tag. Head tag will contain only the title. Next, there are some body tag attributes. Everything that appears on your web page like text, images, videos and others are put on the body, enclosed in the body tag. So all the things that we are going to see on the web page like text, images, videos, any hyperlinks, everything should be put in the body tag. Attributes provide additional information about the tag. So our body tag attributes is additional information what should be enclosed in the web page. Let us see some of the attributes here. That is background, indicates the background image of the web page. Yes, the web page has to look neatly, nicely, clearly. So there will be an image background that is indicated by the background. Then BG color indicates the background color of the web page. It is indicates the background image and this indicates the background color. Then text indicates the color of the text. So these are some of the attributes. You can just see here one program is there. body enclosed in the body, BG color is equal to red, that is background color is red, body background is image name, then body text is blue. So it has to appear in the blue color text with the image background, and the color of the whole web page is red. So body A link red, B link green changes the color of the active link and visited link. So these don't scratch your head about the A link and V link, we will see in the next class. So these three are important now: background color, background and text. So you can just see the example here how the program has to be written. HTML, then head tag comes, then the title tag comes, attributes of the body tag will be in the title tag, then head, body BG color is equal to brown, text is equal to white, then B, this is the first example of creating an HTML document with different attributes, close of the B, body HTML. So this is how we are going to give the attributes for the body tag. Here still more like we can elaborate still more body tag. The background displays the picture as the background of the page. Syntax: body background is equal to system path, body background is equal to c.welcome.gif. GIF is nothing but the image format. BG color changes the back color of the web page. Syntax: body BG color is equal to color name or a color code, body BG color is equal to red, body BG color is equal to FOF0AB. This is the hexadecimal code. This is red, so that the computer will understand this. Computer will converts into its own language, and it will give the color. Next is text, changes the forecolor or the text color of the web page. It changes the text color. Body text is equal to color name or color code, body text is equal to blue, body text is equal to, so this is the color and this is the color code. Next, center tag. Let us see some of other tags. Center tag, you can center the text, images and headings with the center tag. Normally it all comes under in the body tag. So what is mean by center tag? You know that image has to come in the center, text has to come in the center, or a headings has to come in the center. So for the syntax is center. This is the centered sentence and you have to close it. Since you are closing it, it is a close tag, or you can call it container tag. This is the centered sentence. That center tag automatically inserts a line break after closing the center tag, used to align text in the center of the web page. So the name itself suggests you are going to align the text in the center of the web page. Next, let us see the headings tag, how the headings should be used to display the headings on the web page on various sizes. Yes, we can see that when we open the web page, we get different types of headings on the various sizes. It supports heading from H1 to H6. The size within H1 is the largest and size within the H6 is the smallest. So headings you can just see here. So inside the body element, heading elements H1 through H6, you can just see here, if you give headings H1, it is the largest. If you give heading H2, it is little bit less, and H6 is the smaller one. Next, font style tags. So what is a font basically? Font is nothing but how we are going to change the letters or a text. So it is used to change the appearance of the text, how the text should appear. It is also called as physical markup. It has three tags: bold, italic and underline. So everyone is familiar with bold, italic and underline, I think so. So everybody knows what is bold, what is italic and what is underline. So example, first is B, iPhone 5. See in the example, iPhone 5 is done with bold. It is bold. Other text are normal and this is bold. Again, Samsung Galaxy S4 is also bold here. Then is I, a bracket I. See, a bracket is in italics. Then you misspell, underline. I have underlined the misspell here. Fine. You can just see the difference between the bold, italics and underline. So what is font style tags? They are used to change the appearance of the text. Next, one more tag is line break tag, used to insert a single line break. Is it should not get jumbled, so you're going to insert a single line break. There is an example, address break BR. Nangong Road, Karen. So once you find it, you can just see a small line inserted in between. So this is called as line break. Next, let us see what is subscript. The HTML tag sub tag represents the subscript text in an HTML document. See here, H sub 2 H2O. Subscript, the 2 will go to the down. Then superscript, the EHTML super tag represents superscript text in the HTML document. That E super 2, then you are going to close the subscript, that is E is equal to MC square. See the 2 on the top of the C, that is called as superscript, and what it comes below is called as subscript. So next, S line tags, again strike this is next is strike through tag. Here you can just see at the last strike through tag. So here example I have given, great coffee from just $50. S tag is the line through the middle. It going to strike the line through the middle. The great coffee, then you are going to strike in the middle. The line comes in the middle. You can just see the $50. I have put a line there, that is strike through, S tag with the line through the middle. Next, HTML tags list. This is for your reference, to be continued. This is the tags what we have learned today. So next class I'll give you some more tags which we are going to learn. So first is HTML declares the web page to be written in HTML. Head tag delimits the page head, that is heading. Title tag defines the title. Then body tag delimits the page body. Then B is to boldface, I is for italics, and C is to make the text to the center. And also one more thing is HTML tags are not case sensitive, that is you can use uppercase, you can use lowercase. Words enclosed in an angle bracket are the quotes, but it has to be enclosed with the greater and the lesser, that is the angle brackets. Next, I have given some questions here. Answer the following questions. What is the full form of HTML? You need to answer me. What should be the first tag in an HTML document? What is the first tag? The year in which the HTML was proposed. Then which HTML tag produces the biggest heading? Fundamental HTML block is known as HTML body, HTML tag, HTML attribute, or HTML element. You need to tell me that. Then which HTML tag produces the smallest heading? So which is the smallest and which is the biggest? So you need to answer these questions. So thank you. Have a nice day. Then we can continue with the still more HTML tags in the next class, that is the part B. Thank you.